All right, welcome back, traders. In this video, we are going to be talking about trading ranges. The reason why is because I want you guys to truly understand my whole approach when it comes to the markets. And this is not going to be a very long video because the concept of trading range is easy to grasp, okay? So when it comes to trading ranges, guys, I usually like to do them on the 4-hour time frame. A trading range is basically just saying, okay, instead of looking at so much price, like all this, maybe we're doing this, maybe we go up here, and then down here. All right. Instead of looking maybe at all this, guys, what I'm going to focus on is I'm going to focus only on this part on the higher time frame to develop my trading range or the area that I'm looking at in the markets so I can not get lost on the lower time frame, right? And some people like to use a higher time frame instead of the 4 hour. So I like to do mine on the 4 hour. But I understand some people like to use like the daily, right? So the daily, they like to use a high and the low because they know on the lower time frame, they're going to be more price action, right? So on the 4 hour time frame or in on any higher time frame you want to use, you can develop a trading range. So you're going to have a high and a low. A high will be the top of your trading range, and the low will be the bottom of your trading range. So when you go onto the lower time frame, like maybe the 30 or the 15, this range is gonna be what? Represented as what? More price action, right? So we might get something like this. I know this is not pretty, but we're gonna have more price action that represents over here, right? And this allows you to eliminate all the stress of looking at, previous price and looking so far left that you're like, oh my gosh, is this price going to be tested over here or no? No. When you have a trading range, you can focus more on an area in the markets. So it's easier to, get an entry. So, you can make profit and make money, right? So let me show you guys something. Let me show you an example. Again, this video is not supposed to be long because it's not supposed to be complicated, guys. All right. So when I do my trading ranges, they're usually going to be on the 4 hour time frame, right? I like to find a high and a low, which can be considered what? Your lows can be considered as support. Your highs can be considered as a resistance. So, for example, I'm going to try and find current price. Current price action is here, right? Okay, so this is the area that I want to look for my trading range. Okay, some people like to use daily highs and lows, right? Because they know on the daily, let's just say this is a low, right? And this is a high. They know on the lower time frame, this is a lot of price action they can use, right? So how I like to do it is on the 4 hour time frame is I like to do this something similar, but I even go even closer to price. So I basically say, okay, this is where price is currently at, right? This dotted line. I want to find a low and a high as close to it as possible. Immediately, I find my low here, which is my support. I find my high here, which is my resistance. So what is this? This is going to be my trading range, right? And it's usually on the higher time frame. So when you go on to the lower time frame, what? You're less overwhelmed. And if you want your zone stretched out this far, you can. If not, you can have it just like this and then just like this. So do you see how just doing this eliminates what? Eliminates all the noise happening over here just by doing this, just by having some type of range that you're looking at, right? Because who wants to look at so much market structure? I really just want to look at how market structure is being formed at current price, right? Because all I have to really do is be like, okay, are we respecting low? Are we breaking highs? Are we, you know, creating higher highs? Are we creating higher lows? Whatever, asking those questions as far as market structure instead of having to look so far over here and being like, oh, how was this zone reacted here? Oh, maybe we might get a reaction here. No, looking at this, only this allows you to have a range that you're looking at so you're less confused. Okay. So your trading range is going to be a current low and a high. And when you guys see the video of me putting everything together, you'll see how simple I truly have it. A low and a high, a low and a high near current price action. Let me show you guys one more example. Boom, we have a low here. Okay, if you don't know why it's a low, look, a low, right? And because there's wicks, you account for the wicks. I have a high, right? So this is my range. And I know this might seem crazy to you guys because it's so close to current price and it's so small, but it works. It allows me to eliminate so much noise because when I go on to the 15 or the lower time frame, what do I see? I see I am only looking in this area. And once we get out of the zone, right, then we can add more prices. But until then, this is going to be my major support zone from the higher time frame. This is going to be my major resistance zone from the higher time frame. And everything that happens into this, I'm just looking at how structure is formed and then, seeing, okay, we could TP here. If we break this level for sells, we can TP the next low and the next, right? Because this is what? Just market structure. So again, guys, this is not supposed to be confusing. I literally just wanted you guys to understand how I go about my trading ranges and why I do it the way I do. It's because it eliminates so much noise. We have bullish market structure being presented here. We're hoping to see how we, create structure to see if we respect, let's just say, and then sell down. If we do go out of this support zone, we know the next low we're looking at is here. Then the next low, just based off of what? Market structure. And let's just play this out for fun just to see what happens. Maybe we end up going up higher. Who knows? But all in all, guys, we are just trading in some type of range and watching how structure is being presented. That is it, okay? Keep it simple, guys. Don't overwhelm yourself, all right? So this is literally the end of this video. Again, I want you guys to understand it so you guys could have a clear picture on how I go about doing my ranges and why I do it the way I do it.